Over 30 years ago, there was a dream to build a school for the Jewish community of Los Angeles. The dreamers stood on a hilltop overlooking the city and imagined a school for generations of students they would never see. They dreamed of a place where Jewish values would come to life in every lesson, where students become scholars, creators, and leaders. A place where generations to come would not only carry our traditions forward, but shape a brighter future for the world. Over the course of Milken's history, the school has flourished. From its humble beginnings into the vibrant campus with nearly 800 students that it is today. Our school, now a recognized leader in Jewish education, continues to innovate, preparing students for the future. Our students come from all over Los Angeles, from every Jewish background, to learn, connect, and grow together. And now, in this moment, our dream takes its boldest step forward. At a time when the Jewish people face ancient challenges in new forms, Milken's students stand as pillars of resilience, strength, and Jewish pride. The will of our community will fulfill our most ambitious dream yet, building a campus for the Jewish people, a testament to the Jewish people's response to anti-Semitism, to invest in education, to build, and to dream even bigger. A campus that will be a sanctuary for growth, a hub for developing knowledge and creativity, and a place where students deepen their connection to their identity and heritage. A place where the future leaders of our city are born, where our people's story thrives, and where the light of our students shines brighter than we could have ever imagined. The future of our school and of our people is in our hands. The next chapter of this dream depends on all of us.
What is clear in this video is that building is not only a physical task, but a spiritual one. In this week's Torah portion, we read, V'asu li mikdash, v'shachanti b'tocham, and let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them. You would expect this verse to read, and let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell in it. As a lifelong English teacher myself, I would expect linguistic agreement. So what does the Torah mean? And what does it mean for us? There's a compelling interpretation that our rabbinic head, Rabbi Gordon Bernat-Kunin, shared with me, and one that echoes our mission. A close friend of his, who served in an elite Israeli military unit, turned down an offer to become a lifelong soldier. He decided instead to be an educator, and he founded a Mechina program on a moshav for post-high school and pre-army students. When Rabbi BK visited the moshav, he didn't see the Beit Midrash, so he said, where's the Beit Midrash? Where is it? And his friend replied, when the students arrive, they will build it together. And once they do that, they will be ready to learn. This anecdote makes me think of Annette Shapiro, who's sitting in the front row and who I can actually see, who is here with us tonight, who gifted the David Shapiro Synagogue on this campus to honor the memory of her son who passed away far too young. When I first met Annette, she told me, teary-eyed, how happy she was that Milken acquired the property. She said that what she always wanted, and that what would have made David the happiest, is for that synagogue to be filled with children. 2 weeks from tonight, Milken student Nikita Imras, who performed in the opening dance piece, will become a bar mitzvah in the Shapiro Synagogue. Nikita came to us in 2022 from war-torn Ukraine, staying with the most incredible people, his cousins and guardians, Marsha and Oleg. He spoke, there's gonna be a lot of clapping. He spoke little English, but he was all light from the moment we met him, like an angel really. And from the moment we interviewed him and met with him and toured him, it was clear that he would give our community so much, and he has. In preparation for this speech, I wrote to Nikita's close friend Tobin and asked him what stood out most about Nikita, and this is what he said. He said that what stood out about Nikita from the very beginning of our time at Milken is how kind and supportive he was. When I first arrived in 7th grade, Tobin writes, adjusting to a new school with new people, Nikita immediately noticed and made the transition so much easier for me. Despite having just left Ukraine a few months earlier and still learning English, he made sure I never felt alone. Every morning before school and after every class, he was the first person to find me. He still does this for his friends today. As a refugee, Nikita missed his bar mitzvah at 13, but the more he was at Milken, the more he described feeling a deeper bond with his faith and with God. He joined the Beit Midrash Shabbaton Planning Committee, and shortly thereafter decided to become a bar mitzvah as a way of honoring his Jewish heritage. Rabbi David, working to prepare Nikita, shared that when he's studying with him in his office, he has to close the door, sometimes stand behind it, because so many of Nikita's friends want to try to barge in to support him, to hear what he's writing about, to listen to him practice Torah, and just to be around him. What better way to make this space sacred than to call Nikita to the Torah as a bar mitzvah in the synagogue built by one of the legends of the LA philanthropic community, bequeathed to the many generations of Milken students who will follow Nikita only at Milken. And let me make them a sanctuary that I may dwell among them. This campus will be extraordinary. It will have a modern Beit Midrash, a pristine teaching kitchen, an entire wing of science labs, an innovative incubator space, state-of-the-art classrooms, and the very best boba and Israeli food in all of Los Angeles. But the students, it's the students, guided by our faculty and the traditions of our people, that will make it holy. It's what they build here that will truly make it a sacred space, a sanctuary worthy of their ancestors and descendants alike. Thank you so much for joining us at the State of the School this evening.